Coach, a very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with the Oakland Raiders. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Michael Hart! Lady! You're not ready! You're not ready! Switch! Rhino! Jam!
First down. Here's Cousins. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is Cousins.
Pull it together.
And this will be incomplete.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
Watch the backer.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. So on 4th down, Britton Colquitt on to punt. Back deep is Trevor Davis. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 18. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Take 4. Kill. Share.
They run it with a rookie from Alabama, Josh Jacobs. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Let's go, D.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Here we go, let's bring it.
Throwing now is Carr. Got his man, that's Tyrell Williams. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. Like Antonio Brown, Tyrell Williams came to the Raiders in March. Came up the coast from L.A., where he caught 41 balls last year with the Chargers. His best year was 2016 when the Chargers were still in San Diego. Over 1,000 yards, 7 touchdowns, and the Raiders really have high hopes for this 27-year-old receiver. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Hey! High 7! Here we go.
On 2nd and a couple. Carr. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Daniil Hunter. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing. but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try to apply them in this game to see if they fix what was wrong with them in the last game.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Taken in at the 11. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that first down gain of 8.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down. And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That's excellent.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So, yes, your definition is apropos in this case.
That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right, got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Hey, 180. Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day. Raider 9. Watch twins. 637. 9-6. I got it.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Keep breaking them balls up.
A 7-yard pickup.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down.
Hey, come on, now. Come on, now. Shoot. Easy. Kill. Shoot. Watch the shoot.
6-6. Pull it high.
Now Carr. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's the Raiders punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at the 18. And now spinning away. No score after one on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Check 37. Check 37. Recon, 132 fighter.
They run again on 1st down. Cook, and he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking 1st down.
I remember the first time I saw Dalvin Cook play in college. I was watching him on TV, called a scouting friend of mine and said, "Who is this guy? He's special." And he said, "Dude, you're watching a home run hitter on the field."
Yeah, he was special in Tallahassee. Left Florida State their all-time leader in rushing yards and touchdowns.
Let's go.
Cousins on 1st down.
We got it.
Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
What we got? Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Hey, can't. 80 weapon. Hey, turn it up. Alert flare. Check.
Cousins gives way to Cook. 2nd down, a little more productive than 1st. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
You can't block me.
3rd and short yardage, Cousins. And this is going to be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this 1st half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down. Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Coach, a very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. It can certainly get loud inside this building, and just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with Derek Carr and the Oakland Raiders. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Cousins now to throw on first down. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. The ball comes out. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Here's Dalvin Cook, third year back from Florida State. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you...
And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Maurice Hurst breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long.
Come on, QB, come on.
Greystone, travel.
Switch it.
3rd and long for Cousins. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
On 4th down, here's the Vikings' new punter, Britton Colquitt, to kick it away. Back deep is Trevor Davis. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
Lie down. Get down.
He's coming. He's 61. Matchbox lights.
Sponge. No. Rush in. Check 50. Hands up.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. It's Everson Griffin who made the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Carr able to find Davis. That's complete. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Out. Hey, team 6. 55.
To throw his Carr. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
He gets this away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you have two.
And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs. His first touchdown of the new season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, they got the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. Just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and
3
now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Carr. This one caught by Davis. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. He gives it to Brown. Complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Give them 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion.
Let's pick it. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. Jackson.
Topper!
55.
Now Carr again. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And all the way inside the Oakland 20 into the red zone.
Let's go.
A big play there out of Cook. 43 yards. Terrific run from one of the fastest backs in the game today. A guy who keeps defensive coordinators up at night.
Remember when we were meeting with the D coordinator before the game and all he talked about?
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
24th pick in the spring by Oakland was Josh Jacobs. Only rushed for 640 yards last year at Alabama, but when you consider the offensive depth chart they had, it makes it understandable. So young, won't turn 22 until February, and they're really hoping that the veteran presence of 30-year-old Doug Martin can be a guiding light for Jacobs. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
Well, partner, if we had their entire playbook in front of us, I'm not sure we would have picked out that play as the one to run in that situation. How about the guts of the offensive coordinator? Dialing that one up into great success.
On first down, it's Jacobs. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Tackle made by Eric Kendricks.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Mike 54. It's our time.
On 2nd and 9. Carr. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back. So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. Carr now to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Running the jet sweep with Jones. And he'll go down at the 28. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
Run on 1st down. It's Jacobs. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Anthony Barr in on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they were hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the beat and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on the defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control
the football comes out. Jacobs lost it, and the Vikings pick up the football. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. He got 29 yards that time.
Let's go.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory. Right at the 40. Throwing his Cousins. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments and doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had a big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Under 10. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Hey, switch gears.
Hey, Ken. Pilot, 64, weak.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Mike. 180.
We got tight left. 4 down. Check. 4 down.
Now Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. They get 14 there. 1st down Vikings. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot And they connected there and picked up a first down.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. Well, we know he's an electric runner. Earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to bottle him up at different levels. That was your suggestion. Some mixed results.
Yeah, certainly, because we have seen him bottled up at times. We've seen him play him very well. We've also seen him pop the cork a few times and get out of there, haven't we?
We have indeed. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores for games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Cook with a first down and much more. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. This is going the other way. A big seam, and he might go all the way. He's at the 40, past the 20, and all the way into the end zone, and it's 2 points. So after the block PAT, they're ready to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. They were trying to go to Brown once again, and it's 3rd and short.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Hey, Delta.
Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a first down. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Good work that time to get him to jump, and now here's 1st and 10. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest, you can draft the most athletic guys, but if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Well, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Carr. They'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe. Easy. Kill. Don't let him breathe.
From midfield, here's Carr. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Carr to throw again. This will be caught. Tyrell Williams. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Go.
Again, they'll throw to Carr. He'll find his running back here, Richard. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Again, it's Carr. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Stephen Weatherly showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. Daniel Carlson on for the field goal. Remember, he was drafted and released by the Vikings. On the left hash, officially, it's called a 51-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. Last season for Carlson, bit of a strange rookie year. Won the Vikings job, then was let go week 2 after going 0 for 3, but he picked things back up.
Remember, he was drafted to cure their kicking woes, and he ends up going 0 for 3 against Green Bay, including the potential game winner. Gets cut, picked up by the Raiders, 16 for 17 the rest of the season. I'd say at the end of the year, a pretty good success story.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. A run there on first down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Slam. Check 99. Check 99. Down. 180. Find down. Get there.
Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. It's caught by Davis. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. 8 yards, first down as they're able to convert. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Carr. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. 6 yards on the pickup, and it's a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Raider 1. Express.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. 30, 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Josh Jacobs with his first career NFL touchdown as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. And that moment we just saw, always so special for any rookie, the first touchdown of his career.
And there's nothing like anticipation, is there? You know he's been dreaming about it, thinking about it. It's been a part of every bit of his being. And finally, it gets done. He's got to feel great right now.
Switch.
Greystone, travel.
Jam. Check 4. Kill.
Crowell's going to try and run for it. And he's not going to get there. So they come up empty on the two-point conversion, and they are unable to tie up this football game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Joker. You go take.
Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. And he'll be taken down right around the 27. Carl Joseph up from his safety spot to make the play.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there, huh? He's crashing. He's checking crash. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Tighten up. Check three.
They run it again with Cook. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
They go play action. Cousins. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Hey, I'm coming.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he loses the football a 2nd time. And the Vikings pick up the football. And he'll get him. Touchdown, Minnesota. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Here's the Raiders punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. Here's the Raiders punter now, as he's on to kick it away. And it's a fake here on 4th and inches. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. They only get 4, but the fake punt works and gets them a 1st down. Now this worked, so I guess I shouldn't be nitpicking too much, but they only had a couple of inches to go. Why fake punt?
Yeah, I'm with you on that one. If you're going to go ahead and try and pick it up in that short of a distance, I wouldn't even go into fake punt formation. That's like using up a big play for no reason at all. Leave your offense on the field and pick it up. But again, what were we doing? We're nitpicking, right? Because they did get it.
It worked. Just a yard on the pickup there that'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Check. White Monday, 694.
Hey, Echo. Topper.
On 2nd and 9, Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Second year in Oakland for Waller after being signed off the Ravens practice squad, but only 6 catches, 75 yards a season ago. Then he got a lot of hype in the offseason following OTAs. Their offensive coordinator saying, yeah, Darren, you have that position. Coach Green went as far as to say, Darren, you have the chance of a lifetime here. Well, now it's time for Darren Waller to go out there and prove it. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6. Derek Carr, 3 fourth-quarter comebacks for the Raiders last year, and they only won 4 games total, so they've got some experience dealing with tight ones. On first down, Jacobs. He's got a first down and more inside the 30, and he gets this one down to the 24. That burst good for 20 and a first down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Completes it to Davis. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Quick throw there out to Williams. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out.
Hey, Alpha.
Here we go. Hey, check Mike, Mike 6. Hey. Express. Here I come. Get set.
Here's Carr to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Antonio Brown. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders have taken the lead.
Boy, that route is really tough to cover because if they're running it correctly, you think it's really going to be a slant.
Yeah, well, we talk all the time about how it's tough to execute offensively, but you're saying, don't forget, it's tough to cover for the defense, too.
Yeah, the number one thing that you're taught is to not get caught inside or get beat inside. So you guard that a little bit more. So that gives you a little bit more space to operate outside if you start your move initially inside if you're a receiver.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe.
Hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Cousins now. Got him in. It's Brashad Perriman. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 37. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They're going to need some therapy after this. Watch 6-3, 218, chopper.
Safety's creeping. Kill, 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 kill. Hey, turn it out, turn it out.
Draw play, Cousins to Cook. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's second down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know the securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Nevin Lawson with a pick. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Carr going option right. Stepping up. He's going to keep it. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and make sure he spills it for a small gain.
Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
Express.
Wide motion. Mike 55, Mike 55.
Hey, 734.
Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go.
Hey, zoom.
My God, 55.
What's up?
Now Carr. He's airing it out for Williams. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
They had enough yards for the 1st down, but a clutch hit right there defensively. Jars it free. No 1st down.
And this will be taken at the 13. A nice little juke. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They're down here in a 1-score game. At the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute it.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 12 yards there and a 1st down. Well, look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one, because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. 2 1st downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now Cousins. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Cleveland Farrell in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. There to get a hand in and knock that one away, DJ Reed.
It's now 3rd down and 1.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And they will take a knee here. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Oakland, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll have another road date next week with the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.